Well, I know I sound like a broken record, but after a tough way to finish the weekend series, chance to win the series on Sunday, and we didn't do it. But the guys came back, and we did just enough to win today. I think our pitching was really good. Obviously, Jarvis gave us quality start. Caleb came in and got a big out for us to end the inning, and then. Even though they got to Crowther in the second inning, I thought he did a good job, up until, I had to take him out. And then I was just so proud of Ryder Guarino to come in and get 2 big outs for us. And he hadn't pitched in a while, but he really attacked the hitters and did a good job. And at the end of the day, Sweeney gave up a run, but you get the last out before they tie or take the lead. That's what, closers are supposed to do. So we'll take the win and move on to the Gators.
Jarvis, Paul mentioned the quality start. You did look really in control throwing first pitch strikes. How good did you feel out there, and have you tweaked anything maybe over your last couple of starts?
Felt great. It felt great all day. Just kind of had to stick to my routine. Kind of in the last bullpen was working with Coach Rooney and Coach Gordon, just kind of working on kind of switching up fastball grips, switching it up a little bit, trying to separate the two seam and 4 seam. So that really helped today, kind of having both of those working.
Jarvis, getting through the first inning today, you had the 3, I think it was the ground out and the 2 flyouts there. How big was that for you? And you seemed to really pitch well at contact tonight.
No, for sure, definitely. Our Coach Rooney's philosophy is A3P. That's a big thing in our staff, is getting ahead at the first 3 pitches. So kind of was my main goal tonight, was just get ahead, get as many first pitch strikes as I can, and force contact, force them to hit my defense, because I trust the guys behind me.
Jarvis, with the offense as banged up as it is now, and Hall and Petrie out, do you guys as a staff talk about maybe needing to pick up the offense a little more than usual right now, or is it just kind of something that happens in a season?
If I'm being honest, I think it's something that kind of happens during the season. As a staff, nothing's really changed. Our philosophy is the same: A3P, get ahead and do what we do. Stick to our strengths and throw our weapons. Even though the offense had their fair share of guys getting hurt, the staff just comes in every day and goes to work and sticks with the plan.
This is your first start back in the midweek role in a little while here. Is there any more comfortability being back in this type of spot here, or is it kind of just the same for you?
Personally, I kind of treat every start the same with my routine and everything. It felt good to get out there, and a little less pressure, I'd say, for sure, with it being a midweek, but went out there and just try to work on the things that I needed to work on and improve on the things that I needed to improve on, and it happened to be a good start.
Thank you. Thanks, Jarvis.
Appreciate it.
Paul, I think I saw Ethan and Nathan in the dugout. Do we have an update on those?
Well, Ethan's situation is more, I don't know if serious is the right word, debilitating than Nathan's. He's got a what they call a strain of the AC joint in his left shoulder. It was such a freak injury. If you've watched the video of it, the ball took kind of a funny bounce, and he was kind of ready to play it. And when it took that funny bounce, he kind of accelerated to try to field the ball and rammed his left shoulder into the wall. But that injury, it's probably 2 to 4 weeks to heal. So there's a good chance that he's done for the year, but maybe he'll get back for the last series or the SEC tournament. We'll have to see. In Nathan's case, remember when he hurt his heel at Texas A&M going after a home run ball? He whacked his heel. It's never really completely gone away, and I probably won't until he rests it completely. And this past weekend, Kentucky has an artificial turf field, and it's particularly hard. There's not a sand base to it. And I worried about his heel pounding on that hard ground all weekend. And about 2/3 of the way through the game on Sunday, I could start to see him limping when he'd run out the center field, for a new inning. So I wasn't really surprised on Monday when he couldn't run at all. And we practiced on Monday, and he couldn't participate. So I didn't expect it to be any better or much better by today. So I almost put him in as a pinch hitter at one point, and just have him jog to first base, but the situation ended up not calling for it. So he's taking batting practice and everything. We just got to see how it feels over the next couple days, and hopefully a couple days rest, and it'll be feeling better for him by Friday. Hopefully he'll be able to play.
With those injuries and Petrie maybe out for the year and Hall questionable, do you feel like what you saw tonight from your offense, some small ball, run on a wild pitch, run on a bad pickoff throw, is just kind of what it's going to have to be the rest of the way with these injuries?
Well, I hope we don't depend on wild pitches and errors by the first baseman, but Evan Stone came through with a clutch single, 2-run single at a big time, and we had other opportunities. We just didn't cash in, and somebody's going to have to step up. Tonight Evan Stone did in one critical situation, but we had other opportunities, and we just didn't come through. But when you don't have a lot of home run power in your lineup, you better come through with the RBI opportunities, and we did just enough today because our pitching was really good. But on another day, if our pitching gives up 7 or 8 runs, it's not going to be enough. So we're going to have to, figure out who gives us the best chance, and hopefully they'll come through with some big hits for us.
Anybody else have any questions?
Okay, thank you.